I am not a slam poet. I think not. I'm an ink spot and poet, a black crackpot whose pens pack light like a crack pipe and stacks lead like a crackhead. I'm attracted by the words that track lead across pages. I accost phrases that cause praises line after line. I've lost wages time after time because I've declined to climb stages to have my piece scored. I'm writing fighting words with my peace sword on the page that is piece poor and watch my piece pour from my piece pores. This is piss poor if you want to reach more in a peace war, but if you want to teach more, you better be sure your grasp doesn't reach more than what you reach for. I don't care if my beats beat yours. I preach war like a preacher. Can words that are breech born to feature? Maybe. But my speech can feed your mind, and once I've freed your mind, these words will seed your mind, grab hold, and seize your mind, shake you like the page is full of seizure minds. I don't have a third eye that sees your mind, but oftentimes when I read my lines, I see your mind. I see your minds, so I write my past to write a path that can write your path. I don't recite for cash or raise tens. I drain pens and train them like my pet dragon, and I'm not bragging, but when I pour my ink like a flagon, imagine dragons dragon fire on the lines. I drag on fire lines to the paper for you to read. I drag on fire lines like they're paper full of weed. I impound fire, and while some sound tired, I'm a town crier. I serve a king whose crown tires of lives live like drowned fire. The carpenter turned renowned sire made me a verb and noun sire. The king and living word made me a king of spinning words. I put my skin in words, not for winning, but to climb around higher. I'm like brown pliers. I twist words that enlist words from my cerebral region that starts marching. I am leading legions of smart markings, collegiate lesions that are part me, depart me to impart the part to parties. Him who parts sees, removes the harpies from my heartbeats, and when what my art sees gets too artsy, he parks me in my apartment with pen and parchment, parts my compartments, the parts where my heart vents, and lets me parse wit that I use to tear me apart with. So these pieces I part with leaves me in peace and leaves me in pieces. But I don't care. I don't impart feces. I don't give a crap. Like I'm incontinent. While some are incompetent, I ink continents when I link consonants. I don't need a drink to think confidence. I'm the consummate ink conduit, a pen duet. I'm fluent in wit, I can do it. We're congruent, we fit. I'm the confluence of pen fluid and wit. I don't do it for kicks or slams like Mike will. I write till my hand falls asleep like my quill on NyQuil. When I'm on my cycle, I write the lines between periods, myriads might spill. They tower over me like Eiffel, an overpowering eyeful. I keep day and night full as I rifle through the words that make my life full. It's too hard to stifle every urge. I am a disciple of the word. I defend words, bend words. I pen words from N words that are as hard to say as the N word, but in words, I found my voice when my world is drowned by noise. I keep my pen poised to work and play. I employ my toys to script psalms and theses. I insist my wrist calms what it reaches. It teaches. I enlist my fists to palm pieces like rock, paper, scissors. I rock paper that stock paper fissures. Make paper blizzards when I chalk paper that's chalk flavored. I'm chalk's favorite wizard. I'm magic, a paper laker with the rock. I shock like the rock with Spock's phaser. A favorite phraser, you better raise your spark because even my erasure marks are razor sharp. But slams don't rate your heart, they race your heart when they rate your art, and even Rachel Arls can see that this race will start to break your heart. If you don't hit the brakes, the car will break apart, and whether you suck or vampires, it'll stake your heart. I'd rather take my art and amp fires when I play with letters. I don't want to play if I'm prey or predator. I don't prey on competitors, I just pray I'm better or blessed with my curse of letter or verse. For better or worse, we're wed to the hearse. I've bled lead till it hurts cause I see notes, not for C notes. But I don't need votes for folks to tell me I'm the GOAT like Brady, Shady, or Jay-Z, and call me crazy, but it doesn't faze me when you graze me with your gaze or degrade me when you grade me. I will be forever engaging and gauging the ink engravings that enslave me while constantly arranging these lead shavings God gave me to save me, not just for the stage me, but to make me a sage me and assuage me when life sways me, and until it slays me and I'm Swayze, it won't change me. I'm the strange thing braiding a maze of insane sayings that take the same thing that stain me and stay in me while you marvel like Stan Lee makes you stand me till you can't stand me. But to really understand me, you have to have the understanding that I will always choose to use the number 2 than view any number slamming.